Yeah.
How are we doing?
By grace, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So,
I didn't respond.
hey, I'm sorry. Please respond for
You
me.
don't care about me. Yeah,
Today, you don't even look like Kukudaija, so please respond. Hey, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't complain. I mean,
How can you complain with the way you are looking gorgeous this morning?
it's all packaging. Oh, I'm doing so well, and I'm grateful, and I'm super excited because Afasha is just
Yes.
Hannah, and we are all gearing up towards that. Clement, the way you are looking at me.
Clement people.
So yes, just as we went for the Homo War, we'll also be repping live for the Afasha, which is happening tomorrow in Cape Coast. So, our viewers should expect nothing but premium content from the Kukudaija team and also culture and festival team as well.
Wow, that was a surprise, I'm sure, to our viewers. So,
Just
Your
a top
people.
up. I believe we will discuss into details of this, but what I just want to say is that first has already started.
Okay.
Yes, it has already started, and several activities have already taken place. Believing that the rest who are at home will join the people of Okwa in the celebration of this year's Afeshe, because it's two things that they are going to celebrate: the 60th anniversary and the 25th anniversary of the coronation of the Omahene. So it's going to be so awesome, and they have to be there.
Okay, that's good to hear. So yes, any trending news?
Yeah. So there has been this sad story that has been trending. I think it started on Monday, late Monday in the evening, where an 18-year-old O'Reilly Senior High School, final year student got stabbed by his colleague, and this was as a result of a dispute that occurred between them as to whose father was richer. That was the misunderstanding that emerged from these two students, and at the end of the day, the other one, who is in the person of Edward Saki, got stabbed 3 times in his chest by his colleague. But what about the story that has been trending is the fact that there have been some controversies surrounding GES's rule that said no discipline in school, or teachers should not let me put it in this way, cane or lash
corporal punishment.
Corporal punishment has been taken out of the system, and no student should be punished for any wrongdoing. And a lot of people are saying this rule is what has landed us to this today, because gone are the days when we used to be caned and other things. You hardly hear of incidents like this. And some people are also saying that when the incidents happened, the teachers were sitting unconcerned, and when some interacted with them, they were like, the boy that got stabbed is a very notorious student, so
it was bound to happen.
Yeah, so that is what has been trending for some time now. And I think investigations are also ongoing. This morning, I saw in the news that the Minister for Education has embarked on an investigation into the issue. He's saying we should give him 2 weeks. He's going to come out with the results, and then we'll take it up from there.
Okay, thank you, Mimi. Investigation to do what? I want to be clear. I just don't want to, but I want to know investigation to do what?
Maybe to take up the case.
To where? To arrest the guy, to jail the guy, or to bring back the no. Let's this morning I think we should be cool. We should be calm. Yeah. So my question is, investigation to do what? Is it to bring back the dead guy, or to arrest the guy who stabbed the other, or to arrest the teachers who are around? Investigation to do what? We've talked about the Ghana education system, that the system is actually, should I use the word, it's not working, and they should do something about it. But it's like they sit unconcerned, and it's very bad. Assuming this happens to be their son or their daughter, are they not going to do the investigation?
I don't think their kids even attend.
So these are the issues that ordinary Ghanaian we are so much concerned about.
Because how in the name will students have a knife?
Yes. Why do you even have a knife? Because, like you said, those days where the teachers used to cane us and things, there used to be these random checks and stuff that I remember those times. If you brought more money than a child should have, they will call your parents.
Yes.
That Miriam has brought 50 Ghana to school. Please, are you aware of this? Then if your parent confirms that, oh, I gave that to her and all of that, because children are likely to steal. You know, children are children. But now...
It's bad, Yara.
For the fact that, you know, the corporal punishment being taken out, I think to an extent it was probably because of the fact that teachers sometimes use they put all their frustrations into it, and they will cane you mercilessly. You know,
I had this teacher in secondary school. The moment you hear his name, you don't have to see him. You just start running. You hear his name, because that man was wicked.
Mimi, this when we should go to the aspects of corporal punishment, I think for the sake of time, I would just say one thing. I remember way back GHS, where I schooled in Takrady, I have one teacher. He happens to be my uncle. And he was teaching us pre-tech. And Mimi, I can't afford to fail his subject. I can't afford to be like, I'm below average. No, because when it happens, what he would do to me in the class, Yara, when he's beating Yara 2, you beat me 4.
Yes.
Wow. Like everybody beat me times 2.
Yeah.
And when it happens like this, it makes me sit up.
Yes.
I was always on top. And it keeps you moving. It keeps you going. These are the aspects they should look at.
I think
and this teacher
be introduced.
Yes, but with a regulation.
Yes.
Maybe maximum of 6 lashes, then a minimum of 2 or something like that. Because those times, these notorious guys, like this guy that has stabbed his friend, our time they will probably get 4 strong boys to hold him, and they call it lay. They will lay him, you know, and give him about 24 lashes on his back, as if it is back in the colonial times where they lashed the slaves that badly, which is not. It may not serve the purpose that we need it to serve. So if there's a regulation, because when there is a fear of some punitive measure being put in place, when you do something bad, it keeps you in check.
It does.
You see.
I also want to take it from a different angle, tackling the issue of parenting or parenthood. You know, if a child will develop innate behavior at all, it starts from the house, right? So I also think parents should also pay attention to their kids.
Yes.
When they are growing, you know, their needs, their wants, you know, the kind of emotions they express to their kids. A lot of things influence, you know, growth of children and other things that when they grow up, they tend to have some kind of, you know, notorious behaviors that parents neglected when they were growing up. So I think parents should also pay attention to that. I read something in the newspaper yesterday about childhood behavior, and the write-up was so, like, it was just apt. Everything in it. I mean, every parent should get that newspaper.
Should be able to.
Because it is very, very important. I don't think if they had maybe paid attention to him, as everyone is saying he's notorious, this issue would have happened.
And even as children, do you even know your father's salary that you are in school bragging that my father is rich?
No, Yara,
and it's even their wealth. It's not your wealth. Why are you bragging about somebody's?
This one is student's life. It's normal. Way back, it's normal. If you like open the phone line, let people call and tell you. It's normal. Way back, you'll be like my mother, my father.
I was content when I was in school. I had this one shoe, brown shoe, that my mother bought for me. That was the shoe. If anyone attended Achimota school, my mates, they will attest to it. One brown shoe, I always clean it, polish it, and I'm gone. I don't have to argue with anybody. No.
Because what do you even have to prove about your parents' wealth?
A lot. It's a lot. Hey, my father is a minister, Charlie. When I'm coming, this is how I walk. Yeah, let's away from this. Yes, away from this. Over the weekend, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, who was a chancellor for the Women's University of Africa at Zimbabwe, performed her last ceremony of graduation, that the 20th ceremony, and the university honors her with an award. That's Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman Best Female Award. And it's very, very good, and it's a good news to Ghana because she has been a chancellor for the past 6 years. And it's a good news, and it's also a form of motivating the women out there that you can do more. So they should go out there and do greater things. Lastly, before we leave to our other stories, yesterday there is a group of people known as the Oral that is Operation Recoup All Loot. The protest at the Ministry of Finance, and I happened to be there with some of the crew.
Okay.
And listening to them, they mentioned a few things, and one of the things that they were so much concerned about, where a member of parliament, that is Honorable Mahama Yarga, was there, they were so much concerned about the SML deal, which needs to do with Ghana Revenue Authority, having a negotiation or contracting a private entity to use the technology means to recoup our revenue system. So their concern is that the deal was not in its rightful process, and also the deal tried to sideline other companies who could have done the job more better. Okay. So they are telling the Ministry of Finance and the government that they should look into that deal again and revise it. And Honorable Mahama raised concern that it didn't pass through parliamentary means. So such deal needs to be looked at. So I think they also said that moving forward, they'll be having lots of protests because they are so much concerned about recouping the lots in the system. So we hope to hear more from such a group of people.
Oh, okay. It's also normal and anticipated because it's an election year. A lot of protests. And I saw some of them, affiliated to the National Democratic Congress Party.
Yeah.
And, well, we have some kind of partisanship, if I should put it that way. So we are hoping that we'll hear from them, as Clement said.
Okay, so let's move quickly into your newspapers. Now, you people don't hold newspaper, it's digital, isn't it?
Of course, digitalization.
Yay. Okay, Mimi, what do you have for us?
So I have with me today's Daily Graphic, and on the front page, we have some stories making headlines, and we have 39 pickup presidential forms, and this is very interesting. 39 pickups for presidential forms. We have 39 individuals, picking up presidential forms to run for presidency. I thought we just had 3 political parties in this country.
Please, Ghana is a multi-party system.
39.
And the form cost about, I think, 1 billion or so.
People have money.
Oh, okay. So basic schools reopen on Tuesday. And
sure parents are happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Teachers are really trying. And Consumer Protection Bill needs urgent attention, agency says, and that is on page 16. We also have pay 150,000 Ghana cedis to 6 election violence victims. Okay, and that is by the court. And our highlighted story is declare national emergency on Galamsey. Professor Ejay or Adai to President Akufo-Addo. So let me read a portion of that, then we continue. A former chairman of the National Development Planning Commission, Professor Stephen Adai, has urged President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to declare a national emergency on illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey. Such a move, he said, would give the president emergency powers to decisively deal with the menace, and which he described as a gargantuan environmental degradation. The former rector of Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration and also the former chairman of the Ghana Revenue Authority Board has also said Galamsey and its incidental destructions of forests is causing a lot to the country. And when you also read on page 3, on the emergency powers, they are saying if President Akufo-Addo heeds to the call by Professor Adai and declares Galamsey as a national emergency, it means the president could take actions to deal with the menace just as he was dealing with issues or the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. So basically, they are calling for a national emergency on Galamsey.
Okay.
So the president should declare, an emergency that if, let's say, if you are found on a site, indulging in illegal mining activities at the spot, you should be arrested or persecuted. Something like that, just like what he did during the COVID-19 pandemic. During the beaches, parks, people were stopped from, and it's really helped. I think this is like a good call on presidents to embark on.
Yeah. So we have a comment here from Derek Colite Original. Very interesting dialogue. Thank you. So I also have a story here that is also on the Galamsey issue, but pertaining to the water bodies. And it says, arrest and prosecute financiers of Galamseyers to save water bodies. This is by the EPA. So the EPA and Water Resources Commission are demanding the immediate arrest of individuals funding illegal mining operations in the Densu River at Potrase near Chebi in the eastern region. The illegal activities are posing a significant threat to the river, which provides water to numerous communities upstream and over 1.5 million people in Accra who depend on the Weija Dam. The miners' actions have obstructed and diverted the river's flow, putting water access at risk for many. The Potrase situation is bad, and then I think I would not mince the words. This is a quote by somebody from the EPA, and the situation is bad. The situation is bad in the sense that the Densu River, which has not offended any mining company or any Galamseya, is now being attacked. This river serves a lot of people in the country from the eastern region or the Achim area through Nsawam up to the Greater Accra region, is now being attacked by these Galamsey operators, and the fear is that the river may dry up during the dry season or now that it is getting polluted. It has become turbid, and if pragmatic action is not taken now, we may cry over the Densu River. This illegal mining issue, there are allegations that foreigners who come into the country get word of this opportunity and tend to fund it. Aside the fact that we have people in high places also funding these things. But then again, it comes back to my usual thing I say, poverty, the standard of living. People are hungry, people want quick money. Galamsey seems like a quick option. It's being funded. They know it probably pays well enough to get their daily bread. Of course. So if we don't go to the roots, because I mean, there was a time there were some foreign nationals that were arrested over this. How come? How do these people who come here to come and undertake whatever projects they have find their way into some illegal activity as this? And in their own countries, you don't hear anything like that going on because they protect their resources. Because I hear these Asian countries tend to cherish their water bodies and things like that. So why come here and then engage in something of the sort? So if they are not given some kind of permission, so to speak.
It's very sad. It's very sad because this, for example, the Densu River, they are talking about supplies over 1.4 million people, especially in Accra, because it runs through the Weija Dam. And if now this Densu River is affected, look at the color as we saw on the screen. Meaning that in terms of even Ghana Water Company, they will need a lot of chemicals to treat this water before it comes out, before we can consume. But the whole issue is because Ghana was not known for such activity. So what happened? What happened? You see, we were in this country somewhere in 2018, 2019 coming, where the government had a committee, that is Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, where Professor Frimpong Boateng was the chairman of such committee. In 2021, a report was out concerning illegal mining activities from the chairman. And the chairman made a lot of allegations or a lot of keynotes that, let me speak, he said allegations on political interference. He said the fight against Galamsey, you have a lot of political interference. He also made another issue of corruption and bribery from the aspect of the security and also politicians. He also made allegation of seize of excavators, and we heard about it. My question is still now, where are the excavators? Nothing has been said about that. Nothing is saying is there. I don't know, but like nothing is said about that. And how do we fight against Galamsey? If people up there are not so, they are not open to let people down there understand that this is what is happening, this is what excavators are, this is what is going. They are not doing that. So how do we fight the Galamsey we are talking about? He also made a point that inadequate support for the committee, and also the last one was environmental impact and public outcry when this report was out. And in 2022, the Office of Special Prosecutor started the process of investigating into this Galamsey activity. But going forward, we heard that in 2023, somewhere July, Professor Frimpong Boateng was arrested for, they said, investigating into the activities of the committee. So someone who came out with a report, if you now arrest the person, how do you expect me, Clement Yabanukwe, to come and report a Galamsey operating activity? No, let's get things right. Because if a chairman of a committee was arrested and later granted bail, how then me, Clement, come and report to the government officials that this very person is into illegal mining? By the time I leave there, I'll be arrested. Where my family are not having money, when would they bail me?
Maybe he was suspected of some
so the whole issue was that the committee was suspected of corruption and bribery, so we're investigating the activity. Till now, I think the Office of Special Prosecutor has not given us the final report on this very activity. Very interesting. On the floor of Parliament, that was yesterday and last 2 days, they had a sitting on this very issue because twins fell into a pit somewhere in Makwa, Chifupraso area. And the Parliament, Speaker of Parliament made a profound statement. Very profound statement. When a member of the House, I will not mention the name, made a comment that over the years, the other political party are the ones who were corrupting, who were polluting water bodies. So they shouldn't put the blame on the other. You see, this fight against Galamsey should be non-political. Let's look at the future. And this morning when I was sitting, I was like, imagine you are now 60 years and you are doing this Galamsey activity. What happens if you die tomorrow? I don't know, but people are not really thinking about such things.
The future.
And what is going to bring to us, ordinary Ghanaians, moving forward. Because this Danes River now, they can't drink. Where will they get water from? Everything is contaminated. So, Yaira, this whole issue, Speaker of Parliament said that who is involved in this Galamsey? I just want to quote him. And he said again that some of you parliamentarians, you are the one who are involved in this Galamsey operating. He said this at the floor of Parliament. And he said some of you go to this Galamseyers to finance your campaigns. And you go to them for them to what? Vote for you. And you give them juicy offers. How do we then fight against Galamsey? This is the Speaker of Parliament.
Yesterday I saw, some of the media houses are engaging, constituencies and other things. And there was this argument, on Galamsey and other things. And then I was joining via their streaming platform, and then some of the comments, people were talking, accusing the member of parliament that was sitting there that he owns some Galamsey sites. Under the comment section, like a lot of, he's part of it, he's this, he's that, he's this. You see, the issue is we keep arresting people involved in Galamsey. But have we arrested those financing or funding the Galamsey activities? Because they are not there, but they are pushing in.
And when you arrest their workers, they will find more workers because people are hungry.
But there's no employment.
Yes, that is the argument. No because they'll say, "Minja Galamsey na minkoye."
There's no employment.
Well, how am I going to feed them? So if we don't get it from the root and also fix the things in the country, provide our basic needs for people.
When I woke up, I was just imagining. So I just get up, I get into my car, I'm driving to work, and then I get to a point, and all of a sudden,
just fall inside.
I sink into a dip. Like, what's going to happen to me?
And the funny enough is, all these people that, let's say, the government officials, they are not living in areas like that.
No.
You get the whole
cars
issue.
Don't even feel the potholes.
You see, so they are not living in areas like that. After they, sorry to say, as alleged that they are engaged in such activities, after they run to stay in East Legon, to stay in those places, and we, who stays in the village will now be there and be suffering. Just imagine these two twins falling into a pit.
What did they do? Future presidents, their lives have just been cut short.
So, Yaira, as the professor said, this fight against Galamsey, we need to take it serious. We shouldn't make it partisan.
It's high time the president, stepped into the issue because it's getting out of hand.
We've mentioned the politicians, but we failed to mention the chieftains in those communities because they are all complicit.
Yes, because someone cannot come into your community and then start working.
If you are not benefiting from it, But if we decide to talk about Galamsey, we'll be here the whole day. So let's move quickly to this story too. So this one says the NHIA releases 400 million Ghana cedis to health facilities for the settlement of debt owed in April and May 2024. So the National Health Insurance Authority has made a payment of 400 million Ghana cedis to healthcare providers across the country, settling outstanding debts for services rendered in April and May this year. This announcement was made in a press statement issued by the NHIA CEO, Dr. Dacosta Abuaji, on September 3. This underscores the NHIA's steadfast commitment to improving the sustainability and efficiency of healthcare delivery under the National Health Insurance Scheme, the authority noted. The statement added that the timely release of these monies is intended to ensure that outstanding debts are within the agreed 3-month reimbursement period. The NHIA said the payment is crucial for enhancing the quality of care provided to NHIS members and supporting the operational needs of healthcare facilities. So at least monies are being paid, small. Yes, the protests are working. And we are glad to hear that even though we are in September, monies for April and May are being paid. Soon, June, July, then like that. But at least we should just, we want to request that it shouldn't take too long. Because these people are rendering the services day and night. They don't go on breaks, you know, and they also have needs. They also have, there's maintenance that should be taken care of. They themselves, some of them don't even take leaves anymore. I think, was it the CTAG? They were supposed to take a leave, but they didn't, and then they were requesting for money for that and all of those things. These are things that should be considered, and then whenever they are drawing budgets, these things should be considered and made a priority, because these are human resource. If we don't value our human resource, we cannot move forward, because we can have all the machinery and tech, but we need the human beings to operate them. And if we don't, we will fall apart.
I also think moving forward, we should think of ways of, just as you are saying, making sure that the funds are released. And even if it's going to be released late, they should make sure that, you know, they add something, some form of motivation to it. Because let's say I am expecting to take some money at the end of the month. It doesn't come. 3 months later, it comes. Maybe I've gone for loans and other things. You know, when the money comes, I'm just going to use the same money to pay, and I don't get anything, you know, out of it. So I think they should add some form of motivation, and also, just as they are working on it, they should make sure it comes very early.
So just to add, I think, as Mimi said, the value of money is very important, because if you are owing me, or if you are owing me, let's say 2 months, and as at then the value for the money is, let's say 10,000, I can buy, let's say 2-bedroom. And now you are paying me that 10,000, of which that 10,000 can only buy one.
The value
room.
has dropped.
The value has dropped. So I think that also should be looked at.
So one last story. So 4 Ghanaians guilty of smuggling about 4.3 million euros worth of cannabis into South Essex, hidden in Gari.
Wow.
It has been reported that 4 individuals, Daniel Yeboah, Christopher Beidu, Kweku Bonsu, and Edward J, have been convicted of smuggling a large quantity of cannabis worth about 4.5 million euros from Ghana to South Essex. The drugs were concealed in sacks of Gari powder and discovered by Border Force officials at Tilbury Docks following an investigation by the National Crime Agency. The container, which arrived from Ghana in December 2019, was found to contain 1.5 tons of herbal cannabis with an estimated street value of 4.3 million euros. The 4 men were found guilty after a 3-week trial at Southwark Crown Court. Ghanaians are becoming like their twin sister or brother.
My first question is, how were they able to transport these amounts of, you know, drugs out of this country? They
concealed it in sacks of Gari.
But it left this country out, right, into a different country. How?
So
how did it pass immigration?
It could be that, let me just use my words. It could be that it's a business they've been doing, and unfortunately for them, this time around, someone took them and this one they've been arrested. Yes, it could be. And as Yaira said, it's confirmed that 2,335 packages of herbal cannabis were in that sacks. 2,335 packages were in that sacks. And it's very good that the Ghana National Narcotic Commission and also the National Crime Agency, in collaboration, they were able to get such people who are involved in this. And now they said on the 18th of October, they are going to be sentenced. And it's a good cause because I was trying to find out what would be the impact when this drugs got into UK. And they made a statement that they said, had this huge had got to UK supply chain, it would have fueled exploitation through country lines activities, as well as serious violence and knife crime. So this would have been the impact of such activity. And you say, it's all for the laugh. I don't know, but we've gotten to a point in the world that people don't have the love again. They are doing things for their selfish interest and their selfish gain. Because even coming down to Ghana, anybody who is holding office or any ordinary, that means the word ordinary Ghanaian, if you have love for your colleague, you wouldn't do anything harmful to that very person. You see what the person is sending out, the impact is going to have on the people of UK and even the other countries. He or she didn't consider that. He or she didn't look at that. But what he wants is the money he's going to get and how his family are going to be rich. But we should go beyond this. We should come to a point that we will have the love for the people. Because if we have love for the people, like this Galamsey activity won't even go on in the first place. Because what you are doing is going to affect water bodies. These are the waters that we drink. But yes, so you are doing. Where is the love?
Well, I think
somebody also said this love does not feed me.
Well, I also think whilst we are all focusing on punishing the culprits, arresting them, I think the focus should also be diverted to the demand for drugs, because 2,000 plus drugs. It shows how a lot of people are into drugs, not only in this country, it's out there.
Quick money.
You get it, and the end result is what Clement just said, that the person is going to just harm. And that is very, very how do I put it? It is out there. It is normal. It is the norm out there. They don't really care about their brothers. They don't care about their sisters. It is a serious issue that I think we need to address.
It is. And Mimi, you said something earlier that how come it was shipped from the borders of Ghana till it got to, as was it one country before they realized that
UK.
Yes, before they realized that there are such things in the container. So what is happening?
You can, so it tells you that
what is happening?
Our officials, they are not doing hands-on work. They're not doing the rigorous work they are supposed to, or they've been bought.
Of course. It was a politician that
alleged.
Yes,
please.
It could be a whole lot of things.
I'm not saying it was a politician that shipped. I'm just saying
it could be.
Assuming you were put in.
So because these, at least based on the movies we watch, these crime syndicates, they have people in the police force, they have people in immigration. So they have people have been bought all over. So it could. There are so many possible reasons why this happened and came out of Ghana, but at least we are glad that it has been, they've been apprehended. And even there, the apprehension, it can go one of many ways.
Oh, they said in October 18th, they'll be sentenced.
Yes, the people will be sentenced. But what about the goods?
Okay, that's another question.
I don't think they're going to ship it back into
They won't ship it back, but where will it go?
And this issue started way back 2021. Look at the story. It started way back 2019. That's where it started.
Still on the issue of drug abuse, I think the Narcotic
Control
Board can also take up this case and intensify their education. Educate a lot of people, because it's like we have forgotten about drug abuse, but it is really happening. From where I am coming from, if you see the number of people that are into drugs, and I get disturbed when I realize that some media personalities that took it upon themselves to help mitigate this issue have stopped. Because those were the times we saw a lot of, people coming out, to call for help. They need help and other things, rehabilitations and other things. I think we need to embark on that so that our youth can, be safe. Let me put it that way, because they are our future.
Yeah. And my usual response, it goes back to the poverty thing. I don't know if you remember my conversation with...
You are poor, but you can afford to buy weed.
I'm coming. You see, the conversation with the psychologist also about mental health. Because standard of living affecting your mental health, you need an escape. We are in a vicious cycle. Your salary is finished, but you get money to buy data. That is the same way drug addicts would do whatever they need to get the drugs to find some relief within themselves. It is not to defend or to justify, but then the root of the issue is the state of our country, is the state of our affairs, our economy.
It is well.
It is not well, Mimi. It is not well at all.
At least, the news coming up, it's so emotional, and some today's news is very, but notwithstanding, viewers' affection is still going to happen. Yes, whether it's hitting the country or not, affection will still go on.
Do something. You are going
to still go on.
Okay, thank you so much for today's online and newspaper review. As always, it is a refreshing conversation, and this brings us to the end of the online and newspaper review. Up next is the business segment with Clement Yabankwe. He's going to be teaching us all about our money and stocks and economic things. So we'll be right back.
Clog TV. Beyond the policy.
This time I will make damn sure that he stays dead.
I don't know how to stop him.
You start by letting people help you.
But he's gonna come after you.
Let him come. I'm not that easy to kill.
There's a new player we've been tracking. We've been calling him Deathstroke. Find him.
This started with the two of us. That's how it ends.
You can't go out there by yourself. It's suicide. They're designated Task Force X.
Welcome to the Suicide Squad.
OJ and Charles Manson one available?
Deadshot is a go.
Shrapnel's a go.
Tiger's a go.
I created Huntress.
Yeah, well, you created Slade too.
I have my allies, just as you have yours.
Be prepared for anything.
If they're wearing a mask, they get a bullet.
Once you let the darkness inside, it never comes out.
What are you gonna do? Kill me.
Kepkos, are you ready? Party time to cheer and chill. Pimpamsia Hotel Afesha Beer Festival is here again. What's your favorite? Club, Star, Budweiser, Golda, Estella? It's a 3-day party pack. Last year was great, but it's gonna be super this trip. Friday, 6th September, all white old school vibe with the Evergreen Closec Band, where we'll relax ourselves and pamper our ears with some good old school music. The time is 6 p.m. till we drop. Saturday, 7th September, where are my reggae lovers? It's a reggae night with Closec Band featuring Ras Alfred and Ras Weezy. You can't miss out on this great experience. On Sunday, 8th September, who lifts the title, Pimpamsia Football Gala, as the Accra Kwabo Trio Gasco National Adisado Agwe Memorial. Come and cheer your favorite team up. The children's playgrounds will be in session with bouncy castle, trampoline, face painting, and many other fun games with popcorn on the side, and it's free for all. The time is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Bring all children to have great fun. And there's also going to be special club night on Friday and Saturday night with DJ Master Flavor, DJ Fingers, and DJ Effects all the way from the UK. Come and let's party in grand style. For more inquiries, call us on 030-396-0345 or on 056-151-2407. Pimpamsia Hotel Afeshia Beer Festival. Don't miss out. This event will be broadcasted live by Cloud TV.
That is why we be drinking all the beer.
I need my gun, Kane. I need a gun.
You will have the gun as soon.
Where are you?
I got a 1013. A Vic near Center Street.
Liv!
He tried to kill her. He tried to kill Kathy.
Who's he working for?
NYPD. He's the international liaison in Rome.
I'm just trying to find out who killed my wife.
Upstairs is giving us the organized crime task force.
And my job is to catch scumbags. There's no doubt in my mind. I know what you are.
Extraordinary accusations call for extraordinary evidence, Detective. Prove it.
I will. Eli, get inside. Get inside.
We can nail this son of a bitch who did this to your family.
I was a damn good cop 12 years ago. I'm a better cop now. And I will take
Kepkos, are you ready? Party time, time to cheer and chill. Pimpamsia Hotel Afesha Beer Festival is here again. What's your favorite? Club, Star, Budweiser, Golda, Estella? It's a 3-day party pack. Last year was great, but it's gonna be super this trip. Friday, 6th September, all white old school vibe with the Evergreen Closec Band, where we'll relax ourselves and pamper our ears with some good old school music. The time is 6 p.m. till we drop. Saturday, 7th September, where my reggae lovers. It's a reggae night with Closec Band featuring Ras Alfred and Ras Weezy. You can't miss out on this great experience. On Sunday, 8th September, who lifts the title, Pimpamsia Football Gala, as the Accra Kwabo Trio Gasco National Adisado Agwe Memorial. Come and cheer your favorite team up. The children's playgrounds will be in session with bouncy castle, trampoline, face painting, and many other fun games with popcorn on the side, and it's free for all. The time is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Bring all children to have great fun. And there's also going to be special club night on Friday and Saturday night with DJ Master Flavor, DJ Fingers, and DJ Effects all the way from the UK. Come and let's party in grand style. For more inquiries, call us on 030-396-0345 or on 056-151-2407. Pimpamsia Hotel Afeshia Beer Festival. Don't miss out. This event will be broadcasted live by Cloud TV.
There is no beer. That is why we be drinking all the beer.
I just want to take a moment and thank everyone in law enforcement who helped us in the search for our beloved daughter.
There's no point hiding things from me.
You're psychic?
No, just paying attention. I've been watching you and your husband. I understand what you're feeling right now.
You have no idea.
I do. I know. Did you kill your daughter? How dare you? Did you kill your daughter? Jude, please. Honestly, it's not as bad as it looks.
Classic Red John smiley face. Drawn in the victim's blood. Gloves with 3 fingers of his right hand.
This isn't Red John. In all the previous killings, he made sure that the first thing that anyone sees is the face on the wall. Then, and only then, do you see the body of the victim.
Tell them what happened. You send the mix.
Alivo Beverly, and Edna Watson on Old School Vibe. Let's get interactive and get to know our old legends.
Drumming my pain with his finger.
Showing this on every Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and repeat on Saturdays at 3 to 4 p.m. on Clock TV. Old School Vibe. Let's vibe with.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pilot has switched on and fastened the seatbelt signs. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
We must have been at about 40,000 feet when it happened. An air pocket. Dropped. But we crashed 1,000 miles off course. They were looking for us in the wrong place.
Stranded on an island. No one's coming for us.
What was that? Did anybody...
Clog TV. Beyond the Policy.
Good morning and welcome to the Business Update segment, where we uncover latest trends in the world of business. In our stories for today, beginning with Ghana plans to raise the guaranteed price for cocoa farmers by nearly 45% for the 2024-2025 season, aiming to increase farmers' incomes and reduce cocoa smuggling. Previously, Ghana increased the farm gate price by over 58% in April for the 2023-2024 season to 33,120 cedis, that is 2,123 United States dollar per ton. The price hike follows Ivory Coast adjustment to 1,500 CFA per kilogram of its mid-crop. Ghana's new price will be 4,800 cedis per ton for the 2024-2025 season, an increase of nearly 45%.
Ghana had already raised the farm gate price by over 58% in April for the remainder of the 2023-2024 season, setting it at 33,120 Ghana cedis, equivalent to $2,123.08 per metric ton, or 2,070 Ghana cedis per 64 kilogram. Ghana plans to increase the guaranteed price it pays to the cocoa farmers by nearly 45%. For the 2024-2025 crop season. Cocoa prices have been high due to disease and bad weather in Ghana and in Ivory Coast, which together accounts for over 60% of global supply, causing a forecasted global cocoa deficit of 462,000 tons.
In our second story, the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana has urged stakeholders, including the government, to prepare for the upcoming tomato bumper harvest season to reduce post-harvest losses. CAG emphasized the need for investment in cold storage and transportation infrastructure, as inadequate facility lead to significant losses, averaging 60 million United States dollar annually for tomatoes. CEO Anthony Sello Morrison criticized the government's neglected of rural infrastructure and the lack of support for research, which hinders efficient market access. With peak harvest season approaching in 3 months, CAG calls for government assistance to mitigate potential losses. Stakeholders believe that collaborative efforts can enhance local tomato production, reduce import dependency, and contribute to food security and economic growth. In our last story for today, An International Monetary Fund mission will visit Ghana from September 24 to October 4 for the third review of its 3-year program. This follows a successful second review that released $360 million United States dollars to the country. The upcoming review will evaluate Ghana's performance against 6 quantitative performance criteria for indicative targets and several structural benchmarks due by June 2024. Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam reported that preliminary data for the first half of 2024 shows the country is on track to meet these targets. He also noted that total revenue for January to July reached 84.4 billion Ghana cedis, above the target, while the overall budget deficit was 24.5 billion Ghana cedis, below expectations. Thank you so much for staying with us for the business update segment. That's all we have for you, and stay tuned. I am Clement Yabankwe. Up next is the lifestyle segment.
Clog TV. Beyond the policy.
Kepkus, are you ready? Party time, time to cheer and chill. Pimpamsia Hotel Afesha Beer Festival is here again. What's your favorite? Club, Star, Budweiser, Gold, Stella? It's a 3-day party pack. Last year was great, but it's gonna be super this trip. Friday, 6 September, all white old school vibe with the Evergreen Closer Band, where we'll relax ourselves and pamper our ears with some good old school music. The time is 6 p.m. till we drop. Saturday, 7 September, where my reggae lovers. It's a reggae night with Closer Band featuring Ras Alfred and Ras Weezy. You can't miss out on this great experience. On Sunday, 8 September, who lifts the title, Pimpamsia Football Gala, as the Accra Kwabo Trio Gasco National Adisado Agwe Memorial. Come and cheer your favorite team up. The children's playgrounds will be in session with bouncy castle, trampoline, face painting, and many other fun games. With popcorn on the side and it's free for all. The time is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Bring all children to have great fun. And there's also going to be special club night on Friday and Saturday night with DJ Master Flavor, DJ Fingers, and DJ Effects all the way from the UK. Come and let's party in grand style. For more inquiries, call us on 030-396-0345 or on 056-151-2407. Pimpamsia Hotel Afesha Beer Festival. Don't miss out. This event will be broadcasted live by Clog TV.
There is no beer. That is why we be drinking all the beer.
Jane, when you lose your virginity, you can't ever go back.
Jane made a promise.
Stop! We should stop. You've been dating for 2 years and you haven't boned.
But sometimes life... You're pregnant.
But I've never had sex!
...makes a surprise delivery.
I accidentally inseminated you 2 weeks ago.
You what? I'm not ready to be a mom.
You have become the best part of my life, and this will be the best part of your life, too.
What was that? Did anybody say that?
Terrific. My main concern is keeping us alive.
I just want to take a moment and thank everyone in law enforcement who helped us in the search for our beloved daughter.
There's no point hiding things from me.
You're psychic?
No, just paying attention. I've been watching you and your husband. I understand what you're feeling right now.
You have no idea.
I do. I know. Did you kill your daughter? How dare you? Did you kill your daughter? Jude, please. Honestly, it's not as bad as it looks. Plaque on the wall. Then, and only then, do you see the body of the victim.
Switch?
Switch.
I know how complicated this delivery could get.
Well, I'm gonna need everyone in this room to believe me when I say that only good things are gonna happen here today. I want you to know it.
36 years ago, you left me at the front door of a fire station. I'm your biological son. If you think I'm gonna forgive you, I don't. Screw you. You wanna meet your grandchildren?
Your wife is in distress, Jack.
You remember what Dad used to say?
Go see your babies. They're excited to meet their father.
Join me, Oliver Beverly, and Edna Watson on Old School Vibe. Let's get interactive and get to know our old legends. Showing this on every Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and repeat on Saturdays at 3 to 4 p.m. on Clock TV. Old School Vibe. Let's vibe with
Kepkos, are you ready? Party time, time to cheer and chill. Pimpamsia Hotel Official Beer Festival is here again. What's your favorite? Club, Star, Budweiser, Golda, Estella? It's a 3-day party pack. Last year was great, but it's gonna be super this trip. Friday, 6 September, all white old school vibe with the Evergreen Close-Tech Band, where we'll relax ourselves and pamper our ears with some good old school music. The time is 6 p.m. till we drop. Saturday, 7 September, where my reggae lovers. It's a reggae night with Close-Tech Band featuring Ras Alfred and Ras Weezy. You can't miss out on this great experience. On Sunday, 8 September, who lifts the title Pimpamsia Football Gala is the Accra Kapwa Trio Gasco National Adisado Bouncy Castle Trampoline Face Painting and many other fun games with popcorn on the side and it's free for all. The time is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Bring all children to have great fun. And there's also going to be special club night on Friday and Saturday night with DJ Master Flavor, DJ Fingers and DJ Effects all the way from the UK. Come and let's party in grand style. For more inquiries, call us on 030-396-0345 or on 056-151-2407. Pimpamsia Hotel Official Beer Festival. Don't miss out. This event will be broadcasted live by Clock TV.
There is no beer. That is why we be drinking all the beer.
Who are you?
I tried to kill her. I tried to kill Kathy.
Who's he working for?
NYPD. He's the international liaison in Rome.
I want answers. Closure. I need that for my children. I'm just trying to find out who killed my wife.
Upstairs is giving us the organized crime task force. Elliot is not in charge of it.
Who is?
Detective Stabler.
And my job is to catch scumbags. There's no doubt in my mind. I know what you are.
Extraordinary accusation.
Eli, get inside. Get inside.
We can nail this son of a bitch who did this to your family.
I was a damn good cop 12 years ago. I'm a better cop now.
This time, I will make damn sure that he stays dead.
I don't know how to stop him.
You start by letting people help you.
But he's gonna come after you.
Let him come. I'm not that easy to kill.
There's a new player we've been tracking. We've been calling him Deathstroke. Find him.
This started with the two of us. That's how it ends.
You can't go out there by yourself. It's suicide. They're designated Task Force X.
Welcome to the Suicide Squad.
OJ and Charles Manson one available?
Deadshot is a go.
Shrapnel's a go.
Tiger's a go.
I created the Huntress.
Yeah, well, you created Slade too.
I have my allies, just as you have yours.
Be prepared for anything.
If they're wearing a mask, they get a bullet.
is inside, it never comes out.
What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Jane, when you lose your virginity, you can't ever go back.
Jane made a promise.
Stop! We should stop. You've been dating for 2 years and you haven't boned.
But sometimes life... You're pregnant.
But I've never had sex!
...makes a surprise delivery.
I accidentally inseminated you 2 weeks ago.
You what? I'm not ready to be a mom.
You have become the best part of my life, and this will be the best part of your life, too.
Jane...
The whooshy finger hold. Oh, you know this hold. Did not see that coming.
Choose someone else. Please.
What are you doing?
Painkillers.
Oh, for your leg.
No, because they're yummy. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm too stoned to tell. So...
Kepkos, are you ready? Party time, time to cheer and chill. Pimpamsia Hotel Official Beer Festival is here again. What's your favorite? Club, Star, Budweiser, Golda, Estella? It's a 3-day party pack. Last year was great, but it's gonna be super this trip. Friday, 6 September, all white old school vibe with the Evergreen Closec Band, where we'll relax ourselves and pamper our ear experience. On Sunday, 8 September.
Clog TV. Beyond the policy.